question is, how does Lean Agile Procurement tackle the challenges of complex procurement projects? And this is the place it was invented for, right? When stuff is complex, it means we've got emergent understanding. When we go into the domain of complexity, it is a space of learning. It's a space of collaboration, and big complex projects are going to have a lot of unknowns in them. And it's only when we get into certain places that we're going to figure out that, hey, we need something else, we need something different. The premise of Lean Agile Procurement is to create an ecosystem of collaboration, mutual support, and mutual benefit. When we negotiate fairly with the other partners in the system, then we know we need to help them all thrive and survive so that we can achieve the outcome for all of us, so that we all can benefit and grow. And so that means that we start moving away from, I must get 10% off whatever first price you told me, and that gamification of pricing, into honest, robust conversations about margins, about how we can support each other, and establishing bonds that can help us in the good times get through the bad times. Because in complex big projects, there's going to be some tricky times. The things that don't always sail smoothly. There will be emergent learnings. There will be times where we need to rush things. When we establish this from the outset, when we're talking to each other and thinking, right, okay, what do you need? Who have you got? How are we going to do it? How will we adapt with change? How can we bring iterations into this? If we need to renegotiate, what are the triggers? What are the boundaries? Because we need some constraints. We need to agree some big boundaries. It might be time, it might be cost. But if we do fixed time, fixed cost, that means scopes are variable. It's the old project adage, you can have it good, you can have it fast, you can have it cheap, pick any two. Well, what's the priorities? Think of it like a graphic equalizer. You can move it around to find the right balance for the situation. So by establishing the connections between each other as people, building that trust up helps us establish the strong bonds and true collaborative partnerships as organizations. It means we will be more resilient when bad stuff happens. When all of a sudden we can't use a particular transport route, or a particular material becomes shorter in supply, or somebody key becomes ill, we've already thought through the resilience, and we've got a strategy, and we have ways of dealing with the crisis before it becomes a huge drama and he said, she said, it's not fair. So the key with Lean Agile Procurement, and why it is aimed at complex pieces of work, is to establish that human connection so that we can then iterate, change, and grow as circumstances change as we execute.